let's have a look at number 2, Happy Face. Full keystone technique. So what we're aiming to do with our keystones is to get rid of these little wedge-shaped grout lines. Sometimes you want those in and sometimes you don't. It's up to you as the artist. And if you're doing contemporary modern art mosaics, then there are all sorts of rules you need to follow to get those techniques right. I don't do that. If you want to learn those, and there's a brilliant Art of Andamento option for you to study how to do it like the professionals do it, by a brilliant Australian artist. So check that out. Anyway, let's get into our full keystone. We want to get rid of this edge and have just a straight line for the grout line, so we can see that there are wedge shapes. So what we want to do, now you need to think about this one, is draw a line here that is the same as this one. So this gap looks exactly like that. So it'll all become clear. So it ends up being a wedge, so the distance between here and here, here and here is the same. So if we're doing a keystone, then the wedges we want to cut off the sides will be half that. So we'll be doing a wedge, a tiny little wedge here, and a tiny little wedge on this side. And we'll be nipping that off. Right. Nipping this off and nipping that off. And let's have a look at what happens when you do that, because I've prepared some earlier and you'll go, oh, she's right, that's not it, that's not hard, I can do that. So here we are. You can see that I've cut that tiny little whisker off each side. And now I pop them down at my 3mm grout line-ish, 3mm-ish. Put this around the circle. And I'll probably grind those to make them nice and straight and all of those good things, potentially, but probably not. And you can see how that gap is now gone. Pretty cool. So you would do that all the way around the edge of your circle. Of course, the smaller you get, the more, the tinier those little wedges are. So if we look at that lovely little tiny tile that we had before, that I love, so don't, if they've got, you'll always get tiles with little cracks. Those bits we can chop off, so don't throw them away. Don't get all, oh my God, it's chopped off. And you can see that with the small one, it's tiny, tiny. So it's like half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. Do I chop this minuscule bit off, which is barely anything, or do I just grind them off if I've got a grinder or a diamond hand pad? So it just depends on how precise you want to be. So remembering that these are like the little tiny weeny things. I'm not patient enough to do this, but you might be. And you would do the same thing as we did with the larger ones. And if you want to go even smaller, and I do this with my sticks, because I like them to be a real circle. So these ones, by smaller I mean lengthwise. So these are, there's some I prepared earlier. So let's have a close-up of these. So you get the tiniest, weeniest little wedge there. You go, oh, you've got to be nuts. So technique number 3 will take care of this. And we'll end up doing a brilliant shape. That's my lefty. Here it is, upside down. And you can see how nice and tight that's going to be without, I could even do 2mm grout lines. So see how just that slightest change changes the look of the circle or the curve.